So let's continue. So over here, this index numbers indicated here includes the school number and then the student number. So what we are going to do is, since in each year, in that particular those 2 years, 2022 and 2023, the same index numbers are given to different students. We need to distinguish them. So the data type of this column is whole numbers. Let's change it to text. Good. Then let's come to the add column tab, then create a custom function, a custom column. Let's name the custom column as student ID. Then inside the custom column formula, let's choose the index number and then concatenate it with the string 23. So there is no error, it's okay. Then you click OK. So this is actually going to create a new column for us as student ID, and it's having the data type ABC, that is text and then numbers. Since we've added 23 to this, it means that those students partook in the examination in 2023. So let me convert this one back to whole number as student ID. Then let's come back to the student. The Let's select the index number again. This time we want to extract only the school index numbers, the school numbers, or the school ID. So in this case, the first 6 characters of this text is the school ID. Let's do the same thing as we did to let's transform it by going to the transform tab and click on the extract, then select the first characters. In this case, you are selecting the first 6 characters, which indicate the school number. Now this is a text or a string. Let's make it a whole number and then change the column name to school ID. This is great. You can check that the column quality, the quality data quality is 100% valid. We don't have any errors, and then we don't have any empty cell. And when you come down here, the column profiling is based on the top 1000 rows. So let's make it the entire data set so that we can see any error within the entire data set. It's good here. Let's come to this column. Let's name it student name. This one is the student name. Let's give it a format of capitalizing each word. So we are done with this. That in each of the column, that is what we are going to do. Now the gender too, let's make the name as lowercase as the column name. The date of birth too, let's change it to date of birth. Now you can see that instead of the actual date, we are having text. It is being selected as what? String or text. So in order to change it to to the date, if we select this date, we would have some error because data, my date is configured to suit my local date. So in order to do that, we select this and then click on using local. So let's wait for it a little while because we want to change the text to date. That is what we need to do. So we click, instead of text, we select date, and then instead of English United States, I'm going to select that of Ghana, English Ghana, then click OK. So that wouldn't have any error. This is good, 100% valid. Now in this column, there are a lot to do in this column. You realize that we need to separate each subject to become a column with a column heading the subject name and then the grade as the value. Since one column is having all of them, you could see that it is being separated by what? Comma. So we can split them into different columns by the comma delimiter. So over here, you click on the transform tab, then click on split column, click on by delimiter, and then over here with the drop down, we'll select comma, and then we are selecting each occurrence of the delimiter. So we click OK. Then it separates it into the various columns for us. You can see that each subject and its grade. Now over here, we need to also transform each column. Now let me change the results, the column name to English language, and then we want to split, we won't split, we will extract only the grade. So we need to remove the English language name and then the hyphen. We will use the extract where we extract after the delimiter. So over here, the delimiter will be hyphen and then space. You can look at it carefully. The hyphen and the space. What we mean by that is that whatever is coming after the hyphen and the space should be what? Removed, and remaining only the grade. Right? And this is good. But then the text is, it is a text. The value is a text. We need to change it to numbers. Before we change it, let's look at the data within it. You could see that there is X here. The X indicate that some students were absent. So in order to use this, we are using the grade, we'll be using the grade value in our calculation. So let's represent the X with a number. In that case, we'll go to replace value, and then we'll place the X value with what? 0, since we are going to use the values in calculation, so that there wouldn't be any character like a string character or text to be numbers, and then convert the data type to whole numbers. Right? So we'll do the same to each of the columns to have it this way. So in our next video, I'll be doing all of these, then show you what to do next in the next video. So you can see that we have valid 100%. All of the data type here is what? Whole numbers, which is an integer.